So there I was at Mickey D's, unwrapping my scorching hot Egg McMuffin, my once a month guilty pleasure. And as I'm holding it in my hand, ready to take that first bite, I see two worn boots stand right next to my booth, and a shadow drapes over my table. I look up, I see an old man, a weathered face, a black Vietnam veteran hat, and the kind of stare that's been pissed off since 1980. Right as I'm going to ask this old man if he's okay, he puts his finger up in my face and inches closer, and he lets out 6 words that prompted me to make this video today. Tell me about special monthly compensation. Hey, welcome back to the Green Logbook. So just like that old Vietnam veteran, I'm going to sit down with you and tell you a little bit about SMC, or special monthly compensation. You see, SMC is one of the most misunderstood VA benefits out there. Some veterans qualify for it and they don't even know it, and others assume that they don't qualify and they could be wrong. So today I'm breaking down what SMC is, how it works, what it pays, and who qualifies in plain English. So let's get right into it. So first off, let's start with what the hell is it? All right, what is SMC? SMC is additional tax-free money paid on top of your regular VA disability compensation. SMC is meant to compensate veterans for severe disabilities or loss of use that go beyond the normal VA rating schedule. So in other words, VA disability ratings measure how disabled you are, and I truly dislike that word, but for the sake of this video, SMC measures how that disability affects your daily life. So things like loss of limbs, loss of use of hands and feet, blindness, needing help with daily activities, being housebound, or requiring aid in attendance. So how does SMC work? So SMC is paid by levels usually identified by letters. You've got things like SMC-K, SMC-L, SMC-M, SMC-S, and higher levels that stack or combined. The more severe the disability or functional loss, the higher the SMC level and the higher the monthly payment. Now, it's important to note here that SMC is not always automatic. Sometimes the VA grants it on its own, and other times veterans qualify for it and never get it, simply because the VA wasn't forced to look at it. That's why understanding this benefit really matters. All right, so let's talk money real quick. What does SMC pay? I've recently teamed up with the sponsor of today's video, Wild Bill's Craft Beverage Company. They're veteran-owned, 23 years strong, franchising since 2014, locations nationwide, and they're built to support veteran entrepreneurship. Right now, veterans, families, and first responders get 50% off franchise fees, plus financing for eligible veterans. To get more information, go to drinkwildbills.com and click on franchise. Now let's get back into it. SMC pays on top of your base disability compensation, and it's tax-free. SMC-K, the loss of a creative organ, loss of use of a hand or foot, etc., pays a small additional amount, but it can stack up with other SMC levels. I'll drop a link to the actual pay schedules in the description. SMC-S, or housebound, pays significantly more than the standard 100% rate. SMC-L and above, aid in attendance or loss of use of multiple limbs, can increase compensation by thousands of dollars per month. So who qualifies for SMC, special monthly compensation? This is a really important part here. You could qualify for SMC if you have service-connected disabilities that result in a loss of use of a hand, foot, arm, or leg, blindness in one or both eyes, deafness in both ears, loss of a creative organ, being permanently housebound, needing regular help with daily activities like bathing, dressing, feeding, or medication management. If you require aid in attendance, meaning you need help from another person for daily living, you may qualify for SMC-L or even higher, even if you're not rated 100% overall. So, do you have to apply for SMC? Technically, the VA is supposed to consider SMC whenever evidence supports it. In reality, they often don't unless you raise the issue. That means that medical evidence really matters here. Functional limitations really matter, and sometimes you or your representative have to force the issue. That's where working with an accredited VSO or agent or an attorney who understands SMC really makes a huge difference. So again, I'm going to drop all the information in the description. I didn't go deep into the amounts or anything like that, but I'm going to lead you to where you need to be if you think you rate SMC. If this video helped you out at all, please consider liking and subscribing and doing all those things. Spread the word to the next veteran out there who could rate SMC. And I will see you here on the next video from the Green Logbook. With that, stay ready and stay informed out here.